It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I think you can see my excitement. Why? Because there is a massive sporting event on the horizon. It's one of the biggest. In fact, ABSA Cape Epic mountain bike race is back. It's celebrating, in fact, its 20th anniversary. The hashtag #SheUntamed campaign was launched to encourage women to participate in cycling. And for their 20th anniversary, hashtag #SheUntamed is taken to a whole new height. ABSA want to assemble 20 all-woman teams. That's 20 for 20, and we are here for that. Let's take a look at this incredibly empowering work that ABSA is, let's say, manifesting through their campaign, hashtag #SheUntamed.
It's too soon, it's too hard, it's too difficult. You can't tell me that I can't do something. I'd rather try and fail than fail to try.
It's like it's a chain, and it's all linked. And sometimes you might be at the front of the chain being the puller, and sometimes you being pulled. On different days, you know, everyone can be suffering in a different way and need help in a different kind of manner. So the chain is interlinked.
#SheUntamed is a community of women where ABSA is supporting women to get them into mountain biking. They've introduced a mentorship program where we check in how they're doing, how can we support them better, what are their fears.
I love showing people the passion that I have for mountain biking. I love showing people where you can go on a bicycle, and now this opportunity's arrived to get someone across that line. Because it is a hell of a feeling when you cross that line, because it is so hard, and it is the sort of Tour de France of mountain biking.
They partner the novice riders with the experienced riders to ensure that all these women cross the finish line together.
Nothing is impossible. Through failure, you learn. So I'm all about learning, I'm all about growth, and I feel like I'm literally in first grade.
I think that's the biggest thing, is to take someone who's maybe nervous or anxious or lacks confidence, and just to see them shine.
Knowing that somebody you admire so much believes in you is priceless. They want to help you be a better woman. It's something that I think all women need in their lives.
The sisterhood is there. You feel like you're living among superwomen.
It's not easy. I mean, there's lots of tears and suffering along the way. And sometimes it doesn't work out, but there's always growth.
Sometimes when you get over a certain obstacle that you thought you couldn't do, and then you're like, I did that. I'm superhuman.
It makes my hair stand up when I see these girls. They're so positive. They're thinking big, and they can do it.
ABSA is really invested in seeing these women being supported. That is a huge opportunity for women in Africa.
If I wasn't so excited, I'd be crying right now. #SheUntamed. Let her out the cage this year. Now, someone who has first-hand experience of the highs and the lows of the ABSA Cape Epic. The entire ABSA Cape Epic journey and narrative, Hannele Steyn, the last lioness. She is the last person to have participated in every single ABSA Cape Epic since numero uno, since day one of the race. And today, Hannele joins us to tell us all about her journey with ABSA Cape Epic and mountain bike racing and pretty much every other discipline you can push your brain, your body to its limit through. Can we get a round of applause, please? And it's... When I said you were prowling through our studio, we cut to your gorgeous, happy, wonderful face, and I'm like, come on, just be more intimidating, please. You represent something truly special here, and please take this from where it's coming. You're a beast. You're an absolute beast when I look at what you've done. So let's focus on the epic. Why? What is it about this race? And I know it stands alone in its own sporting kind of landscape, but for you, why has this been this common thread of your narrative?
I think my story starts with, if I might say, grace first. A lot of grace, a lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, tears and joy. But I think like everyone's story, and you ask me why, is that everyone's story starts with a dream.
The vision, yeah.
And if your dream is, if to motivate you to chase that dream, you have to have passion. I have a lot of passion.
Clearly.
I have a lot of passion for what I do. I have a lot of passion for the sport of mountain biking. And obviously a lot of passion for the ABSA Cape Epic. It's been 20 years of my life. My kid would have been almost 21 now if I had a kid, the ABSA kid.
Well, I suppose in essence you do. You really do. And it's a
do.
community of female cyclists.
Exactly. It's like a couple of cubs.
I love it.
So yes, it's for me, the race has become part of my life. I've achieved so many of the dreams, but you know, if you stop dreaming, you die. So there's new dreams, and the She Untamed initiative has really, really sort of put a new flame in that dream and that passion.
You know, there are 21-year-olds sitting out there now who feel beaten and broken down by life, that are listening to what you're saying. Get off your butt, get up, get moving, do something. There is a reason why this has been so successful for you. Is it down to a genetic trait? Were you blessed with a complete lack of a sense of reality to be able to do these, because they're crazy. One epic is crazy. Most people will build towards just doing one in their life and tick that box. What's different about you, or does everybody have this inside it and they just haven't connected to it?
I think so. I think if you really want to do something and you put your mind, definitely your mind to it, and you're willing to put the work into it. And it's not just, it's a consistent work of never giving up through the highs and the lows.
Especially the lows.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But if you really are committed to do something, and it's not going to fall out from the sky, it really is going to take your fussbait, the untameness of yourself and your inner self. But I think anyone, and I've seen it now, especially through the She Untamed initiative, ABSA has really put a platform out there.
They've gone all in, yeah.
They've gone all in. So, and the commitment that I've seen, especially from women, is just, it's a joy that I cannot describe, because as a woman, this is what you want to see. You want to see this empowerment of believing that you can do anything that you put your mind to it. And I think not to put men at all out, we need men sometimes.
Occasionally.
We learn from them sometimes, but to see women just believing that anything, maybe with a little bit more blood and sweat and tears, but anything you want, you desire, if there's a passion and a commitment, yes, you
It speaks to
can do
purpose. It speaks to purpose, and you are telling your story in the most dramatic way. I was joking about a little bit off camera about when your streaming service autobiography movie biopic is going to come out, because these stories do need to be told. It doesn't fall from the sky. It's born out of the mud, the blood, the sweat and tears. When you're out there racing, and you're racing against fellow female competitors, not just representing a small smattering of up against the major players that are the men, but when you feel this groundswell of women making their mark within the sport that you have blazed a trail in, how does that feel when you're out there competing?
You know, we talked about it earlier, Tina and I, and it's a feeling. I think the word is yet to be found, because it's a feeling there's no word. It's just like a feeling that makes you feel so big, joyous, and it gives you a new drive.
It's a superpower.
Yeah, and to look around and to see your comrades around you, and you see the women smiling, women with lipstick and nails. And nails are very important.
Is that by day 3?
By day 3. And believe me, you will still see us smiling with the lipstick by day 8. And it's just like I said. I'm really battling to put it into words because it's a feeling too big.
Well, I can understand it as someone who's interviewed 40,000 people, easily. 40,000 incredible athletes, thought makers, change makers, trendsetters. What you guys are doing, along with the female team within ABSA, hasn't been done before, certainly not within the mountain biking space. We are all going to reach for those words because it's undiscovered, but now it is out the cage. It is untamed. I love the fact that you do, yes, have some, we call you the last lioness. I think there are a few more lionesses now in the pride that are going to put their paws up and make a massive impact. These events are life-changing, but they speak to a tribe, a community of people that will change your life. You just need to plug in and take that leap of faith. Absolutely amazing. Now, of course, the ABSA Cape Epic will kick off with the prologue in the gorgeous Lawrenceford Wine Estate this Sunday, just to soften the blow a little bit. That's the 17th of March. Then the competitors will tackle the terrains in Stellenbosch, Wellington and Salonsberg, some of the most exquisite backdrop you will ever see, whether on the back of a bike or not. And the race will be completed from this Sunday up until the 24th of March. It's an odyssey, and you can, of course, watch the Cape Epic live on their YouTube channel so you can see for yourself if that nail polish is going to stay on by day 8. But I'll tell you now, when we talk about the triumph of the human spirit, you're going to see it in spades.